Okay, we're into day 10 here. I'm not sure what's going on, but we're day 10 to the finish is this section. Again, not much going on, just collecting. Towards the end, I build a whole bunch of the coconut farms, palm gardens, and even though I build two of them at the end and only do 1 5-hour production, that has allowed me to then do the final production on the remaining ones I have, so that when I woke up the next morning, I was able to finish off. I had enough where I could just finish it off. And I could build enough statues and whatever to unlock the quest. And I was able to plan ahead and set my communal cooking areas to 10 hours production. So when I got to that last quest and I needed 4,000 seashells, that 10-hour production was done. I could click on it. I was careful not to accidentally collect them before I got to that last quest, very last quest. Got to make sure you're at that very last quest and then collect them. And then that 4,000 seashell quest is completed really quick. You have an either or, and the tip is you can either do the 1,000 diplomacy, but if you do 1,000 diplomacy and satisfy it, once you start removing them to do your production buildings, the diplomacy goes away. So you'd have to do diplomacy after you get all your production done. So while you're doing your production, you could actually do the seashell quest at the same time. So there's no need to do the diplomacy one. So, but you can plan ahead and do it like I do and set it so that as soon as you get to the final quest, you can collect all your seashells and have more than 4,000 and be set to go. We're here. I got 2 catamaran builders and 3 palm gardens going here. And I get lucky here at the end of day 10 when I collect the catamarans because I get 4 times. Here's another collection. And believe me, at this point, I'm getting bored. It's taken forever. These 10-hour productions drag on forever. And I'm at the point now, I don't even have to collect the seashells every hour. I got more than enough. There's the coconuts. And I gotta make sure I don't accidentally set them too long. There we go. I'm down to the last 2 line items to complete. Got an hour to go. There we go. Collect here, I believe. Didn't see it. I got 4 times. I got 1 more time. I have to collect the catamarans. But the last time I collected, I got 4 times. And that put me to the point where I needed 2 more, so a 5-hour production. Your 4-time collection, every time you do a settlement, the percentage of the probability of getting it increases by 2 or 3%. This is the 5th time I've done this settlement, and it's 11% chance of the 4-time collection coming up. It's hit there, hit or miss a few times. I missed it most of the time. I've seen it but not said anything, but I know it hit on a catamaran at the end when it was needed here. And I'm pretty sure you'll see it here at the end coming up. I still need like 36 or something like that. Or 46, I don't know. Still 3 and 2. 3 Palm Gardens, 2 catamaran builders. Don't have room for anything else, and I don't have enough population for anything. And if I had the population, I don't have room. Maybe this is where I get it. No. Didn't look like it. Got 44 more to go. And we're collecting Palm Gardens. I mean, these are hours apart. Videos, I did clips and had them all together. So I'm able to speed it up for the viewers here. So the strategy, remember the strategy, do your expansions first and do satisfy your quests as fast as possible. And that's what I've done all along. And let's see here. There it is, 4 times. Catamaran. I went ahead and reset them, but then I go and look. And I already satisfied my catamaran, so now I cancel them out. I remove them. This is where I build 2 more Palm Gardens. I do 1 production of 5 hours on each of these 2, which got me down to, I believe, 18 coconuts I needed. So then I was able to do 2 Palm Gardens at 10 hours each because it was late at night. By the time I collected them, it was late at night, so I set them at 10 hours. And then I was able to build statues and satisfy the next level quests, which I forgot to record. There's one. I think I had to build a small hut. Yep, there we are. So now we have 5 Palm Gardens, and they're got more than enough seashells. So once you get to the point of the 2 community cook sites, you'll be able to have more than enough seashells to produce as many productions as you need. This here, I'm just doing the statues to fill in the blank so I don't have to do it later. I'll come back in an hour and set those last 2 that are building to 5 hours each. I need like 45 more coconuts. And I got 3 of them are 5 hours each. I think 2 of them are 5 hours, one's at 10, and then 2 more will be at 5. So I'll be down to 18 when it's all said and done. And since it's late at night and I'm going to go to bed, I just set 2 of them to 10 hours each. Here we are collecting. Yeah, there's 5, and I think all 3 of them was 5. There's 15. can't remember. It might have been 16 or 18. But I'll get another 10 more coconuts here, because I got those 2 5 hours still going on. Maybe I set the last 3 at 15 hours. I don't know. Or 5 hours each. I don't remember what. Oh, nope. I set 2 at 10. Got rid of 1. So I can start filling in the blanks with the statues at 33 diplomacy each. And I've removed the small huts that I don't need no more at this point. Can always build them back, because I build back instantly, so there's no big deal there. I just moved that over there just to make it neat. Didn't really have to do that. Didn't really have to do that either. I hope all this helps you, people doing the Polynesian. Again, you want to build all your expansions straight out first, and then the last 2 to the side. And you want to put them both together. It could be the 2 on the far out, like I did here. It could be any of the 2, as long as they're together. You want to pick the 2 that were the impediments, or least impeding, that final one you pick, so that you don't have to remove it, because you don't get an impediment remover to remove it. And you don't really want to use diamonds. That way you don't have to use any diamonds to remove it. Here we are. We just collected the final 2, and we're going to remove them. And we're going to do the statues here. And then we're going to unlock the next level. I think it's something totem. It'd be like 20 minutes later, and I forgot to record that. Because now it was like midnight. It was getting late at night. I was watching TV, and in this final totem, I only had to delete 2 of those statue things. And then it only takes an hour to build one of those, so I just left it there, and it gave me 98 diplomacy. But as you can see, I have enough diplomacy. When all these get done building, I'll have enough diplomacy of over 1,000 to unlock everything as soon as all my productions are done producing. But since I had to remove 2 of them, I just let the totem build out, because it didn't matter, because I had plenty of time to let it build. I think it takes an hour, but I had 10 hours anyway, or 9 hours, or whatever was remaining, so it didn't much matter. So remember, your strategy is build straight out. You want to do the expansions as quickly as possible. Then after your expansions, you want to finish the quest. The quest is the guy in the upper left-hand corner. You want to do those in any way as possible, which means if you have to build multiple of the same production units in order to get that next line unlocked, you do that. If you have to build like 2 fissures and none of anything else, and you get the fissures cleared out, and then build a coconut and then get that cleared out, and if that's the fastest way to do it, that's what you do. If you have to build one of each, because you only need like 10 or 12 of each one, you build one of each. If that's the fastest way to do it, that's what you do. If you have 30 of one and 10 and 10 of the other two, you build 2 of one or 3 of one, because that's the fastest way to do it. Then you build 1 of each, or 2 of one and 1 of the other. Whatever combination of the production units you need to do to produce those units as fast as possible in the least amount of times for as many as you need is what you need to do in order to get the settlement completed in the fastest time possible, so you can collect all the rewards that they offer you. I had 2 days and 33 minutes remaining in this, so I still had basically 3 days. I still had 2 full days left, plus 33 minutes left in the third day. And every time you do the next one, when I go into the next one, the 6th time, I'll have a day less to do it. And I think you have to do this like 13 times to finish all of them, to get all the quests done. Okay, this is getting towards the end here. You can see the seashells on those big huts, the pile drivers. I hadn't collected them. I'm careful not to bump them to accidentally collect them, because those are 500 seashells each or more. So I've already unlocked, so I'm starting to remove everything, clean everything out, get ready to do the final quest. I left the last palm garden there, and I'll set that for 5 hours, because that's what you need to produce. 1 5-hour production of each production. Okay, that's the final thing I had to do. Now we're into the final quest. Don't do the 1,000 diplomacy, because if you do it and then you remove them, you lose it all. So I'm collecting the seashells. An hour from now, my production from the community cooking area will come up, and I'll have more than 4,000. And I'll build the other 3 production. There, I set the coconut production. I build a fisher, a carva farm, and a catamaran builder. I had to build at least 1 or 2 small huts in order to do that. There's 2 of them. As you can see, there's plenty of room to do whatever you need. And I never removed the final impediment. You see it there to the left side. That's my final layout. Nothing fancy. I just kind of make it look pretty there. An hour and 12 minutes, I'll collect the seashells, and that part of this quest will be completed. And 5 hours from now, I'll collect the coconut, and then an hour from now, I'll put that in production, which I just did there. So 5 hours from now, I'll come back and collect them. There's the coconut collection. I've already collected the seashells. I just leave them there. And we're coming to the end. Here's my final collection. Didn't get any 4 times, but I didn't need it, so it didn't much matter. And we're all done. Hit complete. You can collect. They make you hit finish a couple times. What I'm doing there. Collect. Okay. Finish now. I don't know why they make you collect it. And this gives you a list of what you're going to get. I scrolled through there for your benefit. You get a bunch of previous age goods, 2,500.